two of today's recordings. So, first one we started off with was Trump was convicted of 34 felonies from crimes that supposedly took place when he was in the White House in 2017. Today we're going to talk about a Elon Musk ex-Twitter post where he cites the DNC and the Clinton campaign paid for a discredited Steele dossier in 2017. They released it in 2017 and listed payments as a, quote, legal services. That's pretty much what Trump was sued for, or not sued, but convicted of just the other day with the 34 felonies. Now, that's not all. She listed those payments as legal services to the FEC while she was in New York and paid them $113,000 to settle in 2022. So that's when Alvin Bragg took this case and said, I don't know if we're even be able to do this against Donald Trump. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious what's going on here. And, you know, Clinton's also from New York. So they're not going after Hillary Clinton for this. They're going after Donald Trump for stuff that all kind of stems from 2017 when Trump was in the White House. You know, a lot of people are contesting this, saying, well, you know, it's not election interference. That's what Elon Musk said. It certainly is right now if we're talking about this election. So I don't know why everyone's so conflicted about it. It's like, well, that happened in 2016, not referencing that Trump paid these things, the very thing they're saying the crimes, but it didn't even happen during an election cycle because he was already in the White House. So it seems like, you know, it's pretty obvious that they're going after Trump and not Hillary Clinton for basically the same thing. I think that's probably the biggest tell here, that it's intentional, and it has really nothing to do with 2016, talking about like 2016. If Trump did the supposed crimes of covering up this election interference, which makes no sense considering that he made these payments in 2017. He was already in the White House. How's that election interference? We do know that this is election interference. The actual case that he was just convicted of is actually interfering in this election, this cycle, this 2024 election cycle, an election year, where the guy who's winning by a lot, Donald Trump, is basically being thrown in jail. You can say, well, we don't know that yet. We don't know that yet. Most people are aware that that's the likelihood of what's going on. They're like, oh, he's not sorry. You're supposed to go in there and say, I'm so sorry. But he's not sorry, so it's likely going to at least put him under house arrest at this point, because that's how they like to pretend all this stuff. Well, because he's not sorry. It means he's a cold-hearted criminal, so he has to have some jail. Anyway, I may be speculating a bit on the future there, but I'm pretty sure that that's their intention. You know, to keep him locked in a courtroom for 5 to 6 weeks and saying, you know, you can't go anywhere, you can't campaign unless you're here every day. You know, it's not necessarily every day, but we're keeping you from campaigning to help this geriatric who can't even get any sort of attention. You know, like, oh, Trump was convicted. Oh, the geriatric says, oh, that's terrible. The news is all focused on him right now instead of the fact that I'm campaigning for the black community and I can't get any of their votes. So, I mean, woe is Joe Biden, the poor geriatric. Anyways, this Clinton stuff is pretty obvious what's going on here. I don't give Elon Musk too much credit because, you know, he obviously fell for the whole, like, okay, well, whatever they're guilty of, he didn't get his facts straight, calls it election interference. From back then, takes this, oh yeah, no, you can't say that, you're obviously making false equivalents here. They catch him on it, and then they say, well, you're an idiot because...
you have 1 minute remaining.
That all happened in 2016. and Hillary Clinton paid for this Steele dossier in 2017, admitting that she did indeed pay for it, and they're using it in 2024. We're kind of missing the mark here by a lot. So I'm just kind of laying it out pretty obvious. I think that's really sad. I think that's sad that the best that we have is to highlight these tweets from Elon Musk as if he's really playing for Donald Trump's side. Anyway, if you want to know more, tune into his town hall coming up here soon. That's Elon Musk is hosting Donald Trump for a town hall, and then he's going to do the other Democrat, RFK Jr. for his town hall. So instead of a debate. So
thank you for using Global Tel Link.